It's Week 18 of the NFL, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Lions and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. They'll take 5 on the carry, and that gets them back to even. 2nd and 10 now.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
They go play action on first. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd and long for him here. Has the connection to Jones. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And his workload hasn't been limited to the backfield. As you get a look at the NFL's best receiving backs this season, you can see he is right there in the top 5. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense working quickly. They go play action with Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. On 1st down, it's Goff. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. He cuts it right. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Well, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Goff is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Kene Nwangwu. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, here's Jones. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 39. He loses the football. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle,
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A give left side to Jones. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 1st down here. To throw, here's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kid, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I can just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Gibbs now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Another one for Gibbs. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Jonathan Bullard with his stop. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's 2nd and 7. Has the connection to right. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 27. Finds Laporta. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's good. For the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Lions trying to make some noise before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Goff to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Off play action. Goff. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Michael Badgley on now for the Lions field goal. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Lambo able to put it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fox now to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Timeout called on the field. So we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. The 30. The 10. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. This is hauled in by Peoples-Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs, to boot. First down throw from Goff. Able to find Peoples-Jones here. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Goff on 1st and 10. This is complete to Gibbs. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Laporta with the grab. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Catch is made in close.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Fox now to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back to throw it. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they catch. Not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Russell Wilson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Baker Mayfield, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Huard. These two teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Counterplay, Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They'll run the draw with Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It takes every piece of the symphony working in concert right there. When you run a draw on 3rd and long, everybody's got to do their job. Problem, they didn't, and this defense responded.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Lions will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jonathan Bullard with the stop. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They go play action with Goff. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, it's Goff. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it near the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points.
That penalty is declined.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead they go with Jones. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, second and very long. Escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing on second and real long here. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Here's Darnold to throw. Hockenson reels it in. He's contained at the line for no gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10.
Vikings 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And that's good. Set it down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
This give is to Vanke. Still going past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Throwing is gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. Make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Goff. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
For the Lions field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Wangu now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings now set to take the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Pass is caught by Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To throw, here's Darnold. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Here's Darnold. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings down by a very unlucky 13. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Darnold now to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and short.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
And he'll get them enough for a first down. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Able to find Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Now to throw. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Chased out to his right. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.